Assalamu alaikum. Hello young learners. How are you? Hope you are all staying home with safe and sound mind by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome you all to my digital class. This is Razia Begum, assistant teacher in English from Rangpur Government Girls High School. Today I am going to deliver you a class on English paper 2. Dear student, today I expect your deep attention because today I am going to do some activity based on passage narration. So far, we have collected raw materials from part 1 and part 2 on narration class, and now we are to activate them through doing an exercise. So our today's topic is passage narration. So let's move. This is an example of passage narration. You will have to sense its narrative style. Before doing the activity, follow the following instructions. Number 1, read the text to find out the characters involved in talking. Number 2, proceed on speech by speech and ask who is talking to whom. Number 3, to identify the speaker, consider the context if needed. That means at some point you may find the absence of the subject of reporting verb, but your attentive reading of the text will help you catch the flow of the speeches, and consequently you will get the subject. So dear students, are you ready? Because we are going to start our journey with passage narration. Here I have followed some steps to make the activity easy. So let's move on with attention. This is the first sentence of the passage. The boy said to his friend Jamal, I have planned for December. First, look at the reported speech to find out its type. That means, is it assertive sentence or interrogative or anything else? I think you have got its type. I have a plan for December. This is an assertive sentence. Now look how the reporting verb and inverted comma have been changed for assertive sentence. The boy told his friend Jamal that. Next, look at the subject of the reported speech, and it is I, which belongs to first person, and you know that first person is replaced by the subject of the reporting verb, and here the subject is the boy. So this is the change he. Later on, look for the tense, and it is present simple. I have a plan. We know that present simple becomes past simple in indirect speech, and here it is, had a plan. He had a plan. Finally, look for the other words. The other words are for and December, which will remain unchanged. So this is how the first speech has been changed into indirect speech, following the steps easily. Now look at the second speech. Jamal said, what is your plan? Let's follow the same steps. At first, look at the reported speech, and it is, what is your plan? It is an interrogative sentence. Let's look how the reporting verb and inverted comma are changed for interrogative sentence. Jamal asked him, that means the boy, what? Now the subject of the speech, your plan, it becomes his plan. You know that your is second person, which is replaced by the object of reporting verb. So your becomes his. Now what about tense of the speech? It is present simple and it will be past simple. Finally, it becomes his plan was. You know, in indirect speech, the interrogative sentence becomes assertive sentence. So now it is time for the third one. I will arrange a picnic after our annual examination. From the context, it is clear that the subject of the speech is the boy. Look at the reported speech. What type of sentence is it? And certainly it is an assertive sentence. So the reporting verb and inverted comma becomes the boy told him that. Second step, subject, and it is I. This is first person and it becomes he. After subject, look at its tense. The tense is future simple, which becomes in indirect speech would arrange. Finally, other words, a picnic after their annual examination. Here our belongs to first person possessive case, so it becomes their. Now come to the fourth speech. How nice the idea is. It is an optative. It is an exclamatory sentence. So the sense of reporting verb and inverted comma are as follows. He exclaimed with joy that. Now, dear student, make the exclamatory sentence into assertive one to find out the subject. So the assertive one is, the idea is very nice. Here the subject is the idea and it is third person and it will remain unchanged, the idea. What about the tense? Yes, it is present simple and it becomes past simple in indirect speech. The idea was. And at last we have to set other words which are very nice, which will remain unchanged. Now here comes the final speech of the passage. May Allah grant your desire. It is an optative sentence. You know how the reporting verb and inverted comma are changed for optative sentence. Here it is, he wished that. Now look at the subject. The subject is Allah. Next, may becomes might, and at last other words, grant your desire becomes grant his desire. So my dear students, now let's look at the complete passage in indirect speech. The boy told his friend Jamal that he had a plan for December. Jamal asked what his plan was. The boy told him that he would arrange a picnic after their annual examination. Jamal exclaimed with joy that the idea was very nice. He wished that Allah might grant his desire. My dear students, look, here I have followed passage, sentence, passage technique so that you do not get worried just thinking of passage narration, because we have noticed here that there is hardly any difference between detached sentence narration and passage narration. Okay, now get ready for the activities. Activity 1. This is the passage that you are to change into indirect one. Before changing, let me help you with some clues. At first, read the text to find out the characters involved in talking. The characters are Sabina and Alma. Number 2, proceed on speech by speech and ask who is talking to whom. Speech number 1, here the subject is Sabina and object is Alma. Speech number 2, Here speaker or subject is Alma and listener or object is Sabina. Speech number 3. Here subject is Sabina and object is no doubt Alma. Number 3. To identify the speaker, consider the context if needed. This is speech number 4, where the subject is Alma and object is Sabina. These are the clues and do the activity by yourself. Take your time by giving a pause in the video. Have you finished? Now match your answers with mine. So this is activity 2. It is a bit harder because here I am giving you in no way to help with any clues. Do the activity and hope you will be able to do it honestly. Take your time, and after completing your task, just match your answers with mine. So my dear students, this is all for today. Now it is time for homework. I have set these tasks for you as homework. So dear students, thank you all for watching my class. Allah Hafiz.